Hello students, in compounds of sodium we have the third one is sodium hydroxide or caustic soda. It has the formula as sodium hydroxide NaOH. Here the methods for the process of preparation of sodium hydroxide is we have the one Caster-Kellner process. Okay, this is the commercial method. Commercial means you are going to prepare in the bulk amount in the like industry. Okay, so you are going to prepare the sodium hydroxide by using the what Caster-Kellner process. So how you are going to prepare means in this you are going for the what electrolysis of sodium chloride. Okay, you are going to go for the electrolysis of sodium chloride. So once you know very well electrolysis here, so here brine solution means already we discussed. What is the brine solution means? What 28 grams of sodium chloride present in the 100 grams of water or 100 ml of water, that is called one brine solution. Now so it's going to be electrolyzed. As you know very well, electrolysis means you need the anode and cathode. So cathode we are going to as a mercury and anode is what we are going to use the carbon as a anode. So here what happens, sodium metal is formed at a cathode, okay, and it combined with the mercury going to form the sodium amalgam, and chlorine gas going to evolve with the anode. So after that what happened, this amalgam, okay, here we have the amalgam, sodium amalgam is there now, that is going to treat with the water to get the sodium hydroxide. Let us see the equations here. So what we told, brine solution nothing but sodium chloride. Now you can see it's going to electrolysis. So you are going to get the Na plus and Cl minus ions. So we have the cathode is what? We have the mercury, nothing but amalgam is we are going to use the what? Cathode. So cathode having the what? Negative charge. So it's going to attract the positive charge. So here what we have? Sodium is the positive charge. It's going to take the electron and going to form the what? Sodium amalgam here. This is the what? Sodium amalgam. After that at anode, if you see the reaction at anode, what happened? Anode having the positive charge. So it is going to attract the what? Negative charge. So at anode, chloride is going to what? Lose the electron and you are going to get the chlorine. Okay. So this chlorine gas is evolved at what? At anode. Now, so what we got here, last point, the amalgam, the sodium amalgam is going to treat with the water. Here this is the reaction. The sodium amalgam and reaction with the water, you are going to get the sodium hydroxide with the mercury and hydrogen. So this process also have the another name as what? Mercury cathode process. Why? Because means we are going to use the mercury as a cathode. So it is also called as a what? Mercury cathode process. Here this is the image for the sake of understanding only. In the textbook it is not there, but for sake of information, here you can see the mercury cathode. Okay, this is the mercury cathode we are going to use, and this is the graphite anode. You can see this is the graphite anode, and here if you see we are going to keep the what? Sodium chloride. So finally here this is the sodium chloride solution. So here this is the outlet for the sodium hydroxide. You are going to finally you are going to get the sodium hydroxide from this side. This is a Caster-Kellner process. Now see the physical properties. Okay, this is a what? White translucent solid. Okay, now if you see the melting point, we have the 591. It is a what? Readily going to soluble. It's going to form the what? It's readily soluble in the water and forming the alkaline solution. Nothing but what? The ones dissolved in the water having the what? Basic in nature. As you know very well, sodium hydroxide is a strong base. So here the sodium hydroxide crystals, okay, these crystals having the what? Deliquescent, means they are going to absorb the water molecule. So what happened, this sodium hydroxide when it's present in the environment, it is going to react with the carbon dioxide. As you know very well, in the environment we have the CO2. Slowly it is going to convert up as sodium bicarbonate and gives the water. So the sodium hydroxide solution at the surface, okay, so for example you kept a sodium hydroxide solution, okay, so if you keep for long time, what happen at the surface, what are we have the sodium hydroxides is going to react with the atmosphere CO2 and used as the word sodium carbonate. So we have to go for the use the freshly prepared sodium hydroxide solution. We should not store. Why? Because means once we store, it's going to convert into a sodium carbonate. Means it is not pure. Along with the sodium hydroxide, we have the sodium carbonate also. Now if you see the uses, it is going to use for the petroleum refining. Refining means you know very well nothing but purification. Okay. Along with that, we are going to use for the purification of bauxite. Bauxite, it is about aluminium ore that we will discuss later in the group 13. Okay. And it is also used for the but manufacturing of soap, paper and artificial silk. Okay, artificial silk, as you know very well, natural silk is coming from the what? Silk farm. It is a silkworm. Now here what artificial means man-made silk. Okay, and it's also used for the so many chemicals. We don't have the list. And it is also in the textile industry. It is going to use for the what? Mercerizing cotton fabrics. Cotton fabrics means you know very well cotton. Okay, mercerizing means what? For shining of cotton fabrics we are going to use the sodium hydroxide. And it's also used for the what? We are for the pure fats and oils. And the lab also we are going to use as a what? Reagent. These are the uses of sodium hydroxide. So this is about the what? Sodium hydroxide.